Good morning, America. Afternoon, evening to the rest of the world. Good morning to Coffee with Klawndyke. How we all doing this morning? Morning, Paul. Morning, Dave. Everything sounding good? I hope so. Well, it's been a fun week, a great weekend. Had a train show in Boone, Iowa. It was Pufferbilly days. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. We set up Friday, and then the show was Saturday, Sunday. The only thing that sucks about being a vendor is you don't get to really run your trains. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. And I did pick up some goodies and some items. And one of them is this Kato set that we'll talk about here in a minute. And then I have a couple other things I'd like to talk about. One's about the K1 Max and the Bamboo Lab. But this morning I'm drinking good old Folgers, good to the last drop. Good morning, Mr. Ballard. Troy, good morning, guys. Now, for me, my monitor's about 12 feet away, 10 feet away, and I'm blind as a bat, so forgive me on a couple things. Let's see if we can get some transitions going here. This is the Kato. It's a starter set, which is really nice. So if you're looking to get into the hobby, let's see if I can go. And this one comes with a BNSF engine instead of the UP. But the cool thing about a starter set is it comes with track, your power supply, an engine, and your cars. This one is not DCC. It is a DC set, which is good because I do need a power supply. And what is that is DCC is digital command. And you have more control of your trains as far as your audio and your speed and everything else. You have your whistles and horns and stuff. And this is a really cool set from Japan. It's kind of cool how Japan and Germany come up with some really cool toys, or for the hobby. Okay, so let's go ahead and have some coffee and open up a box. Let's see if I can do it over. Ah. All right. Don't want to knock my coffee over. That would be bad news. I like how they package their stuff. So on top we have our corners, our curves, some 20-aughts, I think, 20-00. Is that right? Yeah, 20-000. I forget the exact length. I think it's 248 millimeters. So it's not just an oval, you actually get some straight pieces with it. Now for me, this is one of the biggest things I've been wanting, and that's the new Kato power supply. And the idea of this is, if you noticed on the T-track, there's two lines. You have an inside line and an outside line, or a main, or a red and a yellow. And the idea is I want to run my DCC on the outside. I'm going to make a loop for DC, which I'll use this to power the engines. And then my son can run his Thomas the Tank and his trains. So we'll be able to run trains together on the same layout. So that's pretty cool. Let's get some of this track out. Also comes with a re-railer. Oh, and it's a crossover. And a short. This comes with, pretty sure it's a 12-volt power supply. Yep. Actually not. 13.5 volts, which is optimal for running your trains, and a plug. And then hidden underneath are the goodies. Move that because of the glare. This looks like Jolly Green Giant's Q-tip. I gotta pull this out. I'm pretty sure they intended it to be a track cleaner, but it looks like a giant Q-tip. It's pretty firm. Comes with a re-railer or a railer, so you can add your cars. We'll use that, and the instructions. We'll set that aside. Now, oh, this is cool. Now, the cool thing with this set is it does come with a mixed freight train set. So it's mixed freight. It comes with 6 cars. And this is what I've been waiting to get to. This is a Kato BNSF engine. Now, the only thing at the moment is it does not have DCC or sound. It's just a basic engine. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty engine. Now, believe it or not, this whole kit that you see, plus what's down beside me, cost me $180 retail, which is really good because I think MSRP is over $200. So you can find some good deals. And with this engine, I can add DCC and sound. So it will run on the rest of mine. But for now, when we set it up and my son's running his, we'll be able to run that on my son's side too. Let's pop this engine out. Let's see if I can get a good close-up. Let's try that guy. These are little guys, but the detail has come a long ways. It's got a little safety cover on the bottom on the fuel tank. Oops, let's switch cameras. There we go. Look at that. The rear of the engine. That's a pretty engine. It's unbelievable in how they can do all the fine detail. And it also comes with, let's see here, the little hoses, which are little fine wires. Now, if you're blind like me, it's going to make it a little difficult to put them on, but it's not that hard. Now, I don't know how big of a layout we'll be able to set up on this table. We're going to do this real quick. Now, Kato Unlike Atlas and some others, these just literally snap together. It's kind of like an easy track. I'll be able to do a loop here real easy. Move some of my goodies. A big COVID swab. Yeah. I'd hate to shove that one up my nose. That would be a little uncomfortable. Let's see, I can't highlight it on this computer. Yeah, Troy says it's a big COVID swab. Okay. So my next challenge is to find which track is the power track. And oh, is this it? I think I found it. It's one of the little guys. It has a plug right underneath. And that'll make it easy to plug the main wire in. These kits are so simple. So within minutes, we'll be hopefully running a train. So you don't need anything fancy to get into the hobby. And even with your starter sets, unlike it used to be where you get a simple train, cheap train, these are good quality trains. Let's see, put this guy over here. So what I'm doing here is just a simple oval. As you can see, we have 4 more pieces of track. So it's a nice size oval. It's not just a circle. Let's see, do I have... There we go. Oh, I hope I got a place to plug this in. Yeah. Well, you need, Troy, you need to break that out. $20 for a set? That's been a while. Is that from your youth and you're finally getting to it? All right. So I'll grab the camera here. This is the power pack. It's the SX model. There we go. Real simple. Literally just plugs right in. No more screws and stuff to try to wire it to your track. Just plugs into your transformer. Now, eventually, maybe next week I'll do it, is I have a power station, a power pack. And I want to see if I can run DCC and this on the one power pack. So we got it pretty much hooked up. There's our oval. And let's add some trains. The nice thing with the crossings is it makes life easier to put your trains on if you don't have, oh, there we go. If you don't have one of these guys, this makes it really nice though. We'll use this when we put the cars on. Oh, let's give it a little test. Oh, you got to turn it on. Go forward. Oh, that is so quiet. I remember having a Life like you'd hear it. That is too cool. Now again, these sets aren't that expensive, and you can go from here right to in the T track or into a home layout. But it's a good start. Let's get into the cars. Let's get into the fun stuff. I think these cars are a little dated, at least the tanks. Nicely stored. Oh. Get my pipe out of the way. There's a nice little Cargill. That's a grainer. And this is how these work. Let's see. So you literally set your cars on, and when you roll them down, it lines it up with the track. So your cars, oh, look at that, just smooth as can be. Your cars will, let's see if I can get a better camera view. Just right under the rails. Actually, if you have N-scale track, there are adapters, so you can go in between. There are some guys that will use like Atlas track, and you can use an adapter between Kato. So like if you have a large module and you want to use a different, take that car off for now. If you want to use a different track on the inside, like Rapido or Atlas, you can. Okay. me set this camera down for a sec. Should have a skewer. The calipers are so small. All right. Whoops. Might help if I get the wire out of the way. There we go. So that was my weekend score. Whoops. And I just killed the camera. Whoops. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to get this second camera going. I got to clear my path. And there we have Kato's Gale Starter Set with the BNSF engine and 6 cars, which is really cool. Yeah, pull it, Dave. Yes, I did. But it all works in the end. It came back. We got it. I only learned from the best there, Ryan. You got to remember that. Now, let's change screens here. Cool. A little about the Bamboo and the K1 Max. After all these years of printing and stuff, I think I'm really impressed with those 2 printers. I love the K1 Max for the size and the speed, but on AliExpress, they have these plates. I don't know how well. Let's see if I can switch. Oh yeah, you can see it here. Oops, wrong camera. There we go. Now this plate has, it looks like carbon fiber on one side, but then it's that holographic on the other. It kind of looks cool in the light. Well, I second that. I picked this one up for, this is for the K1 Max, it's 300. And I did a cup. That's a little holder for my my flux, so I don't knock it over all the time. Which turned out pretty good. At the bottom, let's see, oh yeah, there you go. Check that out. it transfers that design onto the surface. Now that is slicker than snot. And the biggest thing for this is when I do my large round signs, it'll actually have a texture instead of just smooth. And then for the Bamboo Lab, they had a deal, and it's pretty cool. It's one plate, and you get four, I guess you want to call them bed stickers. So you get your smooth plate. This one also has a carbon fiber. This is kind of cool. It's like stars. And the coolest thing about these is it transfers over to your print. And then this one is like dots. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. Kind of pretty in its own way. And more of those triangular designs. So what I ended up doing, I figured there's 4 here, but it only comes with 1 plate. So I bought 2 sets. I figure I can put on 1 plate, I'll put 2. On the other plate, I'll only put 1. This way I have a really smooth surface, and it'll be a holograph on the other. And then on the original plate that came with it, I'll put 1 more. So this way I'll have all 4 designs, plus my bamboo textured bed, and then also a really smooth surface. So that's going to be fun to see how that works out. Oh, where'd my mouse go? There it is. There we go. So this is the actual bamboo kit. This does come from Bamboo Labs. And I honestly forgot. I think I paid $48 for it. I'm not 100% sure. It might even be a lot less. Oh, I got to figure out how to pop up the messages. For me, my main computer is all the way across the room. I have a large screen in front of me, which is nice because that's where I run my OBS. And then I have on the side my laptop so I can see what's happening with the live and the chat. But yeah, it's been a fun week. I love the engine on this set. It's a beautiful looking engine. We have headlights, we have runner lights. I have a cat meowing next to me. The cars, the couplers on these are really nice. So I think my opinion when it comes to the engines nowadays, except for the couplers, I think Kato has knocked it out of the park. But I like the microtrains coupler. These seem to be a little harder to connect. Probably a 90% chance you'll connect, but you have that 10% that kind of sucks. But yeah, this is a really, really fun little set. I know you want to play, don't you? I don't know if you can hear my cat, but oh, here you guys go. This is SecNet. Yes, this. Whoops. Oh, we derailed the train. Casualties on the main line. There we go. You little monster. This is SecNet. She thinks she's a dog. All right, there you go. Cool. So How long have we been on for? 30 minutes, not bad. Now I'm thinking about moving these to Wednesdays. The whole idea was to stay away from the wife when she does. She works from home, and I thought Tuesdays was her day, but apparently I was wrong. Looks like I might be moving to Wednesdays, so it'll be the same time, but on Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock. But yeah, here we go. Oops, am I on the wrong? We'll get some more cars back on here. Yeah, this is a fun little set. Now, most of my cars at the moment I have are passenger. I have Amtrak's and CB&Q Silver, beautiful trains. All three of actually all four of my engines are DCC, and two of the four have sound, and it is just so cool when you can hear the trains go around the track. And you can work them. I'm going to have both like a running line, which will be the outside line, and a working line. So I'll have industries. Wow, that just connected up flawlessly. Let's get it going again. But yeah, these engines are so smooth. And those build plates, guys, if you get a chance, go look them up. Whoop, I did it again. The large one for the K1 Maxes are on Alibaba, and they're cheap. I didn't spend over $20 for it, and it's a plate with two sides. Bamboo Labs are cool. I haven't tried them yet. That'll be this week. I'll let you guys know how everything turns out. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning. My mouse keeps disappearing on me. Oops, because I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed that one. I keep grabbing the mouse for that computer. So you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. Saturday, I'll be on Ryan or with Ryan's channel, making it up as you go. It's Ryan Ballard Design or R Ballard Design. I do believe I have a link here. Another one for trains. If you really want to get into the trains, or if you just want to see what it's about, go check out Jimmy, and it's DIY and Digital Railroad. There should be a link down below. A lot of good information, a lot of great information, and he's got some really cool stuff coming up. If you like what I do, you'll love what he does. I'm an amateur. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving this. This is like the beginning of my journey, and you guys will be able to see what happens as we go on. This is the end of episode 2. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was cool. It was fun. And y'all have a great day.